everybody, welcome to the channel. It's Bob with Homestead with Sadie here. So back to the bus. Last video we were working on ceiling, but we're gonna take a break from that today. And what we're gonna do is, so for the kitchen, I thought about it, and I said, you know what? I can buy an old bathroom vanity. It'll give me the height, the depth for what, and the width for what I need to make a kitchen counter. And I'll have drawers and I'll have regular covered space under it. So I found one for a very good price. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a coat of kilts on it. While that's drying, I'll finish up the small section of the roof I wanted to finish up, or the ceiling, not the roof, the ceiling. And we'll let this dry. If it takes time, I do got to run out and work here a little bit, but I want to get the first coat on here, and hopefully it dries. And if they don't call me, then I'm going to cut the boards to install up there on the ceiling, so we get that done. But today I would love to get a coat of primer on this, and I would love to at least get the first coat of paint on it. And it's a little chilly, so, but the heat's on, so we're gonna get going on that. So let's get the stain in this bad boy, or excuse me, priming it. Right here on the baseboard, right, this part right here, the toe kick, it's pretty scuffed up. You can see when they built it, they scuffed it up pretty bad. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of the wall panel. That wall panel, I'm actually going to cut it and overlay it here so it'll have the brick effect underneath. But right now, let's get this shook up. As I don't have to go all the way to the bottom, which would be the side, because that'll be back behind the part of the wall back there. And this ain't got to be the thickest coat of kilts either. This is just to get a good overlay so that when I go to apply the paint, that I get a nice, don't have to worry about the brown interfering. So you can get a good look at it. That dry. And like I said, I got some of the wall panel, and I'm gonna put that right here on the toe kick. All right, coat number 2. Oh, dry. Put that off to the side. Don't need that. Ooh. Whoever painted these brown just laid it right to it. And let's get this on. Finished. Got the boards up in the middle. Now I gotta work on the light and the switch. And then we just got that section right there. And once the kitchen's done, we'll probably add a couple more over on that side. And then when it's all complete, I'll change them ones. You can't see it, but they're wavy and they're bad. They gotta be redone. But I messed up on them, so no big deal for me. But this is my priority right now, to get this done. And actually, clean up some. So broke in camera and all. Got a new one. But so I've kept right along working on the bus. I had to. I've set my time with a goal. So no camera, keep working though. Now, there's been some change in plans. And that's only because Robin decided to come out here. She's looking things over. And what we decided to do is this section. Now what we're going to do, take this panel off. I'm going to reinforce it back in here. I'm going to put a TV mount here. A telescopic swivel one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it so in travel mode, the TV will lay flat. It'll stick out here a couple inches, but in travel mode, that way it's locked in and it's not moving around. Whenever we get to where we're going, we can actually pull it out. It's going to sit back in off this edge right up to the door and then come to the corner. 38 inches. So 38. So it leaves it overhanging like an inch, inch and a half, which is absolutely fine. We're going to do that there. And right here where the wall ends, I'm going to, on top of it, I'm going to put a corner shelf in. From here, oh, this is going to be a shelf. I'm going to take the electric fireplace and actually put it underneath it. The shelf. The TV, it's going to be on the mount, but it's going to keep the feet on it so it looks like the feet are on the shelf, but it'll actually swing. If I get the right mount, or if I get one of the mounts that I can take it off here and mount in another place, possibility I can put a mount outside. I'll unhook it, that way I can take the TV off here, take it outside, hang it on the side of the bus, and we'll have TV outside. Doubt we'll do that too often, because Robin don't even want a TV. But as I said, Robin don't even want a TV. But I said yes, TV. So, oh, and speak of the devil, here she comes. So that's how it's going to be. It's going to change it around, and it's going to open it up. So what we're going to do is build a tall table here to go with the chair. That way we can build a cabinet in this small section, or drop down table, and then up in the front I'm going to be putting a swivel chair that we got out of the van that's going to have a seatbelt on it so she can put it up front. So it'll be the chair that'll be able to swivel around, couch, fireplace, TV back in the back.
Let's just do that.
Yeah. Having that fan on made it dry. So now I can flip it over and put one on the bottom. At the bottom done. Once that dries, I'll flip it back over and put one more coat on top. Let it sit all night. And all I gotta do is put the coating on top. Alright, so I don't know where I left off that.
Just talk. You were pointing about stuff, but you couldn't
couch.
see.
Between the kitchen and the driver's seat. Other side, front, swivel chair. They can be locked in, so she can be sitting up front with me. And put a 5-point harness on there so she don't have to worry about falling out. Then some kind of table, whether it's just a small table that comes out here that drops down, can have it up. That way when you're sitting in the chair, you'll have a table here. And then there'll be an open spot right here. Of course, we'll figure out where we're going to do there. But this way, it still leaves, when you're camping, you can open up here and be able to access the outside if you got to hand something out. And of course, you got the big door. So, so that'll do all that. But it's coming together. It actually looks
Clean?
real clean.
Mm-hmm.
Spend my time doing that. But tomorrow, my goal is get this in mounted, done. Possibly build the rack for the microwave. And I gotta put the switch in for the lights in the hallway and the kitchen.
Looks really good in here.
So, but with me getting farther and farther, I can take the paper up because there's less and less damage. What's coming along? The bedroom, that's just storage for tools and what little bit of wood now. So that's coming. It's getting there. It's really getting there now.